From WNYT, Albany, this is News Channel 13, live at 6.
Tonight's top story, 2 dogs go on an overnight killing spree, leaving behind a shocking sight on one Albany neighborhood sidewalk.
This is News Channel 13, live at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmen Dexter. Some residents of one Albany neighborhood are understandably upset after waking this morning to find that 2 pit bulls had gone on an overnight rampage, killing at least 4 cats. John Allen is live in the newsroom with more on this disturbing story. John?
Well, Carmen, this is an upsetting story with graphic descriptions that may not be suitable for some viewers. But tonight, some residents of Orange Street are concerned, not only for the safety of their pets, but for their young children, who they feel may not be safe on the street with 2 apparently vicious pit bulls on the loose.
I really won't have my children out here on the block unless I'm out here, and I don't really want them wandering around if I don't know where these dogs are.
This morning, all that was left for animal control officers to pick up were the bloody remains of 4 cats and one very frightened kitten that managed to escape the vicious attack. But just hours earlier, eyewitnesses on this block of Orange Street saw a massacre. At first, Regina Robinson thought 2 pit bulls were having a tug of war with a piece of cloth,
which we later found out was a cat. And apparently they both tugged at the cat. They ripped it open pretty bad. Then they basically just left it lying here.
Police tell us that the remains of the 4 cats were very mutilated. In fact, one cat was torn completely in half. 83-year-old Larry Miller tells us he fed at least 2 of the cats that were killed. And although they were strays, he treated them like his own.
It's street cats, and I'd buy this dry cat food and give it and put it underneath the steps, and they would come there, and they got so they were very friendly with me. They would follow me up and down the street.
Police tell us witnesses say the 2 dogs were not accompanied by anyone, and they have no way of knowing at this time who the pit bulls belong to. Right now, this block of Orange Street is quiet, but earlier this morning, eyewitnesses say the scene was a bloodbath, with the 2 dogs just combing the neighborhood, searching for cats to kill.
When you looked at them, they were covered in blood from all around their head and their face. It was blood everywhere, which apparently is from all the other they had been killing throughout this block, at least.
I miss my cats. They were wonderful friends. They didn't talk about you, and they was always right there.
Now, when last we checked, the one young cat that was saved was still in the custody of animal control officers. No word on its condition, but police still have not been able to find the attacking dogs. Carmen?
All right, thank you very much, John Allen, reporting from the newsroom. Fire broke out at a home on Delaware Avenue in Albany this afternoon. Firefighters responding to a 2-alarm blaze at 109 Delaware Ave. The home sustained heavy damage to the first floor from fire and smoke. No one was home at the time, and officials are calling the blaze suspicious. The Collar City could be getting a new resident from the Spindle City. The Troy Record reports Cohoes Mayor Bob Signoracci recently purchased a home in Troy and 12 days ago put up his Cohoes home for sale. Signoracci has a little more than a year left to his term, and the city's charter states that to be mayor, you have to live within the city limits. Troy police would like to hear from anyone who has seen a missing 74-year-old woman. Dorothy Dumas was last seen a week ago near 6th and Broadway in Troy. She lives in the Monument Square apartments but does not have any family in the area. If you can help police find Dumas, please give them a call at 270-4462. Well, we had some cool weather today, and it really feels like fall. Fall, of course, brings with it pumpkins, apples, and fall festivals. And there are several going on in our area today. Kumi Tucker joins us now live from one in Menands, where I assume you are sampling some of the wares today. Kumi?
Well, that's right, Carmen. In fact, it's getting a little chilly out here, and the festival actually officially ended just a few minutes ago. Welcome to the Menands Fall Harvest Festival, and we have gathered a few of our little local artists here, and they're very brightly colored pumpkins. Some of them big, some of them small. Pumpkin painting was only one of the activities here in Ganser Smith Park. This was the first fall festival for the village of Menands. Organizers say over 1,000 people came out to enjoy a Saturday in the park. Many different agencies, from police and fire to the PTA, helped bring this about. It was a festival to celebrate fall, but also to bring the community together. Two sisters worked for months to organize this because they say they wanted to bring back what they enjoyed when they were little. Around here?
Yeah, when we were younger, the fire company used to sponsor a lot of picnics and stuff, so we thought it'd be fun to do it again.
Bring it back then for the children?
Oh, definitely. We're all having kids now, so we thought it'd be fun to bring them back.
So as you can see, this is has a lot to do with the children here and the fun that they've been having. It's been a full day, and apparently earlier today, it was just packed here in this park. And organizers say that they want to make this now an annual event. Carmen?
All right, unfortunately, Kumi, although it was a little chilly, it wasn't raining. So.
That's right. That's a good thing.
Okay, thanks very much, Kumi Tucker, reporting live from Menands. Well, walking or running, they hit the streets today in Albany to race for the cure, and it was all to raise money for breast cancer research. Then, they're tallying up the damage from Hurricane George in Florida. You won't believe the numbers. We'll have it all coming up.
News Channel 13 is sponsored in part by SUNY Brockport, 130 proud years of public higher education.
And welcome back. Damage to the state of Florida from Hurricane George has hit the $400 million mark, and that's tops our check of world and national news tonight. Officials say there is about $250 million worth of destruction in the Florida Keys alone. The rest is in the Panhandle, where up to 25 inches of rain flooded the area. Officials expect the damage to escalate when the floodwaters recede. Nearly 3,000 homes were damaged statewide. Hundreds of participants put their best foot forward in Albany today to help find a cure for breast cancer. The 4th annual Race for the Cure kicked off with a 5K family walk, followed by men's and women's 5K runs. The women's run, featuring News Channel 13's own Benita Zahn. Race for the Cure takes place nationwide today with more than 40,000 participants in 86 cities. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it was a day of ceremony and celebration in Albany for the Christian Brothers Academy. Faculty, staff, and local dignitaries, including Bishop Howard Hubbard, presided over the ceremony, dedicating the new 74,000 square foot facility. That facility cost an estimated $12 million, replacing the old site, which is 60 years old. Students entered the new school this September and were amazed by the state-of-the-art classrooms, computer center, library, and a lecture hall. Well, a beautiful fall day today, but there is a frost advisory for some folks in our area. Paul has the details coming up next. Meteorologist Paul Caiano here now, and it really wasn't too bad today. It was cool, but nice.
A little bit below normal, intervals of sunshine. Nice to view some of the fall foliage. Peak time of the year for the fall foliage up to the north in the Adirondacks. The green's beautiful, even splashes of color right in downtown Albany. And we're coming up on the peak season right here in the immediate Capital District. Right now, 53 chilly degrees outside with mostly cloudy skies, a few hints of sunshine, a west wind at 9. Had been gusting up to as much as 15 earlier in the day, slacking off now towards sunset. Dew point 37, the barometer falling at 30.22. Mentioned it was a bit below normal today. We had a high temperature of 56. That's 11 degrees below what we typically see around this time of the year, or the average high temperature, 67. The low right on target, 41, 83, and 29 are the records for the state. Now you can see temperatures around warmest to the south and east, upper 50s, but still, even by the standards of New York City, the temperatures are very cool, 58 degrees, 44 as we head northwards towards Saranac Lake, and you could bet that these areas are going to see temperatures well below the freezing point tonight, and that means frost advisories and freeze advisories are in effect for the north country of the Adirondacks and over towards northern Vermont. That includes Bennington County as well, and also Fulton County in New York. Right now, we had some clouds move in during the course of the day. They're sticking in there, and we will see mainly intervals of clouds and sun during the next 24 hours, during the afternoon tomorrow. The most sunshine will be to the north. That means two things. That means cold temperatures overnight tonight, but warmer temperatures for tomorrow, as precipitation is trying to come up, but it's being cut off by an area of northwest wind coming out of Canada. So that means we'll have windy and chilly weather over the next couple of days. However, that means we won't have rain either, as much of the mild air remains to the south. High pressure will dominate our weather. A good deal of sunshine. Best chance of precipitation over the next couple of days will be in areas to our south. Mostly cloudy, cool, scattered frost tonight, 35 to 40 in town. Outlying areas in the 20s. For tomorrow, we're going to look for another nice day right here in Albany and points north. More clouds, perhaps a shower. In the lower Hudson Valley, 57 to 62. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, cool, right around 40. Again, scattered frost in the hills. A mix of sun and clouds, still cool on Monday, 58 to 63. Next several days, not bad. Lots of sunshine. Trying to warm it up a bit, but that northwest flow cuts off all of the warm air, but it also is keeping the precipitation to our south. So a little bit of good and a little bit of bad.
We can live with sunny and
Yes.
60s. Thanks,
That's
Paul.
right.
To Mark now and sports, and everyone's, of course, wondering about Daryl Strawberry.
Including myself, Carmen. It's been difficult to get any information. Daryl, of course, underwent surgery this afternoon. I'll have an update coming up. Plus, if you didn't stay up until 2:30 this morning, you missed the end of the Yankees game. I'll have highlights. Plus, the clash of the Titans today in college football. The Buckeyes, the Nittany Lions. Highlights up next. Stay with us. And welcome back. I'm Mark Mulholland. Daryl Strawberry underwent surgery this afternoon. He underwent surgery for colon cancer, and he was scheduled to begin that surgery at 1 o'clock. The 36-year-old Strawberry, of course, was diagnosed with colon cancer earlier in the week, and that surgery, as I said, was scheduled to begin at 1 o'clock today. Still no word on the result of that surgery, but we can say that hospital officials during the week had said that they will only comment after the surgery, so no need to read into this. We'll update this story tonight at 11 o'clock. Well, if you went to bed before 2:30 this morning, you missed the final 3 innings of the Yankees-Rangers game, but you didn't miss any of the scoring. Top of the 6th, Paul O'Neill hits a solo shot to left center field off Rangers starter Aaron Seeley. And then 3 batters later, Shane Spencer, the rookie they're calling Roy Hobbs from the Natural, hits another home run, a 3-run shot to left, 4-0 Yankees, and then the rains came. Play resumed after a 3-hour, 18-minute delay, and then at 2:26 this morning, Mariano Rivera got Will Clark to ground out. 4-0 New York. The Yanks sweep the Rangers.
Brother to me, he's a guy that took me under his wing when we were in the minor leagues, and you know, he's gonna pull through. I mean, this is for him. We're just gonna enjoy the moment and just gonna look forward to the next challenge, and we're having a great time right now. On the house.
Game 3 of the American League Divisional Series. Boston leads 1-0 in the 6th. Nomar Garcia-Parra hit a solo shot in the 4th inning. Football now, biggest showdown of the early season in college football. Top-ranked Ohio State hosting 7th-ranked Penn State. Joe Paterno and John Cooper had to pull out their rainy day playbooks. The defense decided this one. 3:51 left in the first half. The Buckeyes' Jerry Rudzinski scores on the fumble recovery. 7-3 Ohio State. Then in the 3rd, more defense. Percy King blocks the punt at the Penn State 8. Joe Cooper pounces on it. Ohio State comes up with the big plays and turns back Penn State 28-9. 8th-ranked Florida at Alabama. The Gators struggled inside the red zone, but still had enough to beat the Tide. Jesse Palmer to Travis McGriff for a 32-yard score. McGriff caught 9 passes for 213 yards. Florida holds off Alabama 16-10. Elsewhere in the NCAA today, number 3 Tennessee leads Auburn. Number 4 UCLA on its way to victory against Washington State. Number 9 Florida State 24-10 over Maryland. Number 10 Virginia hammers San Jose State 52-14. Wisconsin beats Indiana 24-20. Ron Dane becomes the 6th player in major college football history to reach 4,000 yards rushing as a junior. Number 15 Colorado up 14-9 over Oklahoma. West Virginia sinks Navy 4-24. Number 18 Texas A&M beats Kansas 24-21. Missouri beat the powerhouse Northwestern State 35-4. Number 25 Michigan leads Iowa in the 4th quarter. Okay, Saratoga native Anthony Weaver is starting to make quite a name for himself at Notre Dame. Not only is Weaver the first freshman to start on defense at Notre Dame in 25 years, but now Sports Illustrated has named Weaver one of the top 10 true freshmen in the country, and today Weaver showed why. The Irish hosting Stanford, and Anthony goes up and knocks down the Stanford pass. He also had a couple of tackles today. On offense, Jarius Jackson had a field day. 3 touchdowns as the Irish romp over Stanford 35-17. And that'll do it in sports for now. Much more coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, an abbreviated version because of the Notre Dame-Stanford game.
That's right. Thanks, Mark, and we'll be right back after this. Back to Paul now for a last quick check of the forecast.
All right, Carmen, tomorrow, if you're to the north, you're going to have more sunshine, more clouds to the south, perhaps even a shower in the lower Hudson Valley. Temperature is a bit nippy and a bit breezy as well, right around 60. The next several days shows a good deal of sunshine. Temperatures remaining in the lower 60s on the cool side. Looks good, though, as far as precipitation goes. We have a lack of precipitation.
Okay, thanks, Paul. That's it from here. Thanks for joining us. Nightly News is next, and we will see you again after the ball game.